welcome back to my channel. JYP is back. JY Park with Happy Hour, and this is with Kwon. I'm really curious to see what this is going to be about. I actually just watched JYP's Game Gators, watched all of that through, and it was really fun. I did miss God 7 though. Tear. So let's go ahead and get this started. The world of fairies, where fairies busily gather compliments to become human. Ooh, interesting.
세상이 빛을 잃을 때쯤 내 맘에는 빛이 들죠. 자 이제 다 피우는 시간. 지금
The instrumental reminds me so much of country music right now. Oh goodness. The top fairy's ultimate skill, living as a human. Ooh. Do you want to see him become a fairy boss? Oh. Even the misspelling. I like how he's doing all these different jobs. Okay, Bridge. Oh, the clap. Classic. I wish it would have gone on longer. In the end, the fairy really became a boss. Okay, I have to say, this song was like so unserious, but at the same time, like the MV just like fit the song so well, and I just loved how like JYP doesn't like take him. I mean, he takes himself very seriously, but at the same time, he knows how to have a good time, and I feel like that's why so many artists like like JYP artists talk about having a good relationship with him. So a lot of, some of you may not like the way that, JYP handles certain things. You have to remember he's also not the CEO anymore. He handed off a lot of that. He mostly just produces for them. Although he does have, shares in the company and that kind of stuff, and that can affect it. A lot of people have said, JYP is not the reason like we're dissatisfied with certain parts of the company. Like like they are like I think when I was watching, you know, certain aspects, you know, they call him like who was it? Extraordinary Heroes calls him Kyungnim, right? It shows they have a close relationship. Like Twice call him PD님, like, right? So there's lots of different things where, you know, and I remember specifically like certain members talking about, even after like leaving, you know, GOT7 members have talked about how they still talk to JYP. Like there's just, you know, he does care about them as artists and as human. I think that he gets a lot of hate for no reason, for just being himself. And also he gets a lot of backlash from the company that he's not making the final decision on really anymore. So that's like, setting that aside, I think that he does take himself seriously as an artist, but he also knows how to have fun. He knows how to let loose. I mean, it was interesting to see him in the game caterers, because there were times where, like, obviously, especially towards the end, he started acting more like, you know, in charge and taking things very seriously when they were doing the dancing part and the random dance play, like really trying to judge that fairly. But then there were times he like took himself very like unseriously, like when they were doing the where you fold the cloth and you stand on it with 2 p.m. Like it was one of those things where they like, you know, he like showed this desire to win, but also that he was willing to like have fun with it. So like at one point Young was like on his shoulders, you know. So it's one of those things where, you know, he is very strict about his diet, but he allows himself 1 cheat day a week, and he was like so excited to eat the pizza, you know. It's one of those things where that's why like sometimes you have to separate him from his role as the founder of JYP versus him as an artist. So I loved how fun this was. It was so I couldn't believe it how country it sounded. Like there were so many like little like twangs and stuff in the music that really were hilarious. And you know, I just think the fairy wings, that was probably my favorite part. But I see a lot of people who are talking about like his retro dance, so excited to see him like old K-drama style, very feeling like the feeling that every worker has at the end of the day. And I totally agree with him. I was like, oh yeah, who doesn't love a happy hour? It's like I finished work, I made it kind of thing. And I love how in the MV you go through like this whole transition of him being a fairy and then becoming human and then trying all these different jobs, and you know, his rival at work, you know, seemingly doing better than him, but in the end he like does something that he enjoys. He's at the restaurant, he's like, you know, serving all the people and like doing things, and he seems a lot happier. So definitely this was a really fun music video. I really enjoyed it. I really loved how, like I said, unseriously funny it was. It was just a real gem. So tell me what you guys thought. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part in the MV? The fairy wings were the best part. I'm sorry. They were just so funny. The different styles and everything. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.